And bam, we're here.
Woo, you and me, buddy.
We have an exciting announcement.
Yep.
If you are listening to this, that means you are listening to our preview episode of the brand new podcast, Preaching to the
Choir.
We need to work on that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, tell the people real quick, why are we starting this podcast?
Well, I wanted to make sure that we could get good content to people. Sometimes Sunday sermons, they're scripted, and I want to be able to have conversations about actual difficult topics that people face in real life that maybe we couldn't talk about in depth on a Sunday, but people go, man, I need to know, how do I answer this question? What does the Bible teach about this? How would I frame that? How do I talk to a friend about this? So that's what this is going to be about, and I'm excited we get to do it together.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a study in the early 90s, and they surveyed Catholics and evangelicals and Anglicans all across the board, and they asked them doctrinal questions. What do you believe about Jesus and all this stuff? And then they asked them questions about how does your religious views or beliefs affect your work or affect your marriage or affect this? And the answers were slim to none. And I think a lot of people, they know A, B, C. They know like the doctrinal questions. What does a Christian believe? But how does that actually affect the way you talk with people, the way you go to work, the way, all of it. And so I think part of this podcast is, helping people get a biblical worldview on some of those things.
Yeah, I want us in every episode when somebody listens in to go, man, that was helpful. Those are the questions I've had. That's stuff that I wonder about and affects my real life. And so I'm really excited to be able to do that and to be able to do a little bit of sharing on biblical things that actually affect our lives like you talked about. I think that's brilliant. And let me ask you this. How exciting is it, because I'm 50 and you're 26, that two generations, two different mindsets get to come together on topics, because I really value how you think and what your generation thinks about that.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. And I think it's going to be exciting. I mean, I think people know that I'm funny and I'm just kidding.
That's
anyways.
the moneymaker.
That's the moneymaker. But no, it will be a lot of fun. And not only that, we're going to cover all different types of topics, things regarding culture and faith, Christian living, and a bunch of other stuff. But also, we'll have guests on from time to time, and that'll be a lot of fun as well, too.
Right. One of the things, too, that helped us formulate some of this was that on Sundays, we're really trying to reach a broad audience.
Yeah.
But on this podcast, even the name, Preaching to the Choir, we wanted to be able to talk about issues as two Christians talking about and talking through what does the Bible teach on these, and sharing that with a Christian audience primarily. So people, we don't have to like frame everything to get everybody on board to what we're talking about. We can dive right into some topics. Yeah. I think that's going to be really helpful for some people in our church and hopefully around the nation that would pipe in and listen to this. Totally agree.
And if you're listening to this right now and you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. And if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, make sure to leave a review. That just helps the podcast get out there a whole bunch. But we hope this benefits you. We hope this helps you, encourages you, and maybe challenges some things that you're thinking about.
Yep, it's going to be great. We are going to be the best darn choir ever.
And I think that's a good spot to wrap up.
Okay. Hey, we're looking forward to it. Jump on board, download, like, subscribe, ring the bell, give emojis. I don't know. You do that part. You already did that part. Hey, let's wrap it up and let's dive into content in the next few episodes.
Yep. We'll see you in the next episode.